By far the best beans I've ever raised. My wife has brought me some barbecue. Further investigation, I'm pretty sure our feeder house chain on this left side has jumped a tooth. So to change from corn to beans on this 6620, we got to slide our chopper knives here back in, just loosening 2 bolts on each side, pushing that piece in. We got to change the sieves in the chopper in there. I have already done that. There's just adjustment levers under there you do it with. You also have to set the cylinder clearance. Your gauge is right there. I got it about halfway. I got it in the middle of soybeans. You set that in the cab. And then aside from that, you change your cylinder speed in the cab with a little lever. And I have to adjust the feeder house drum here, right here. For corn, you loosen it up. That way the corn cobs have room to go in there. But on soybeans, you lower it down so it grabs the crop. And I got all of our snoots raised up here. We'll comb gets back with a leaf blower. We'll clean it up good. And we'll be ready to go for beans. Pop the header on there and go. Ellie. All right, guys, we are made it to the bean field, and we are clicking on along. And that number is pretty close to right. By far the best beans I've ever raised. Never had full season beans. Boy, we are getting a few pods in there, green pods, but most of the beans are really dry. Most of them's 10 or less. As you can see, the moisture on there showing 9, so we may be getting some that's even drier. That is crazy, y'all. Truly blessed, that's for sure. We're gonna see some 90s before we get to the top of this hill, if I ain't mistaken. Oh yeah, look in there, holy crap. Nearly 100. Y'all, 105, oh my goodness. Heck yes. Oh boy. It's gonna be our crop this year, y'all. Beans is gonna be it. That is insane. Heck yeah. Can't tell y'all how blessed I am. That is truly awesome. We've cut 4 acres and we've nearly got a truck full. That is awesome. Very good, very good. To say I'm impressed is an understatement. These beans went through quite a bit. They're in their early life, and then on into once they started reproductive. I mean, for them to be turning out 70, right now our field average is showing 69 or 68.7. I'm pretty pleased with that at this point. I don't know what the rest of the field will be like, but they have consistently looked good the whole year. I'm hoping we're gonna get a 70 bushel field average. That would tickle me to death. Then we just need the market to get back to $16 beans, and we'd be upgrading some stuff to say the least. But this is an AgriGold. It's 5110. A buddy of mine that I rode with back in the summer, Riley, he recommended them to me. And I don't know how everything else is going to pan up against them this year, but I'm telling you one thing, I'm pretty happy with these right now. I mean, considering I didn't put any fungicide on them. Never sprayed an insecticide over the top or anything. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy. We borrowed a neighbor's truck because our truck is full, and we're renting a bin from a neighbor this fall to put our beans in, and I don't have that bin set up yet. We got to take our auger and all that stuff down there. So we can keep cutting tonight. The neighbor's let me borrow his truck. That way we can cut an extra 350 bushel before it gets dark. My wife has just showed up with supper. Jack is tore up because his Kubota is here and he's not on it. But we have cut, according to the yield monitor, we've cut 7 acres and we're averaging 68. So I am very blessed, and so far I'm very, very happy with those yields. So I'm gonna eat some supper and we're gonna get back to cutting. Y'all are still a cutting. Numbers still looking pretty good. My wife has brought me some barbecue. They had a beneficiary thing here at the local fire department for support the people of Western North Carolina. Y'all don't know, Hurricane Helene or whatever its name was come through, absolutely devastated western part of North Carolina and the eastern part of Tennessee. It's bad, I mean very bad. But they had a benefit to benefit a family that I guess lived up there and about knocked it out of her hand. But she got us barbecue and brought to the field. We're eating while we cut some good beans. We'll try to get the both trucks full and get the combine loaded before it gets dark. And then we gotta go figure out the bin situation. But beautiful evening here in North Carolina. The sun's just still shining. And the beans are cooking right along. They're looking good. A lot better than I thought they were gonna be. Let the yield monitor get back up here to running mode. I've seen as high as 95, but I know it was pretty close to right. I'm pretty tickled. I wish I'd have put a fungicide on. Could have seen what they actually yielded. Could have been good. Jack's collecting my crumbs down there. He was asleep. Pretty good barbecue. Pretty good beans. What do you think, Jack? He's just happy to be in the combine. He's loving it. Well, you guys, we are done for the night. We was cutting around, and I heard something start thudding a little bit. And further investigation, I'm pretty sure our feeder house chain on this left side has jumped a tooth. I'm pretty sure that's what's wrong with it. Looks like maybe some green material got in there, but I'm gonna head back to the house. We got both trucks full. Anyway, so when you get started till probably pretty close to 5, I'm pretty happy with what we got done this evening. I'll get this thing back to the house though, pull the header off and see what's wrong with it. That way we can be, if we need to order a link or something, we can order one or whatever it takes to get her back going. But we're headed back, gonna empty this truck, and then I guess we'll have to go figure out what we're gonna do about a grain bin, because we're gonna need a grain bin rather quick like. So, beautiful evening here in North Carolina. Y'all can see what's left of the sunset over there. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Alright guys, it's now Monday morning. What you just saw was Saturday evening, or Saturday night rather. We've just got home from our CDL school here. Coleman's back here behind me doing a pre-trip on the truck, checking our oil and all that stuff. I'm here on the combine. I'm going to try to investigate. Pretty sure I know what the issue is. Not sure if y'all can see an issue here. See how this bar is pretty much touching the ground. Then over this side, it's like way up. Well, what I'm pretty sure has happened is in here. Pretty sure this chain over here has slipped a tooth forward, which is putting reverse tension, causing this drum to pull up. Because this drum should sit flat, and right now it's pulling up hard, or like this side, like it's just gravity pulling it down. This side here, I can't do that. So I think all we have to do, pretty sure, is loosen this right here, and I'm pretty sure that will loosen our chain up. Pretty sure. I'm gonna do a little research here, a little looking, and we'll figure it out for sure right quick. All right, so I have loosened my feeder house chain tension up right here on the side, which has lowered our front cylinder here back up to pretty much level. So now we just need to take, and this chain on this side has jumped 1 tooth forward. So like back here, the link here starts on about the middle of the gear, whereas on this side it's in the center. So now I just need to jump it a tooth backwards, and we should be good to go again, I hope. So if we look across there now, it appears my tooth on this side and the tooth on that side are equally on the bar as they are on the sprocket. So I think we're right. We're gonna try to tighten this thing down now and see what it does. This was a 15/16 wrench here. You just gotta loosen that end up and then tighten this end down. Obviously until you get your chain tension about right. I'm guessing either the chain got loose or I sucked up some green stuff, which I know I did. Quite a few morning glories there around the first few edges of the part I was going around. But I'm gonna get this tight and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully this will fix our issue. Alright guys, we have made it to the field. We got her back together here and we're gonna try it out, see what happens. I'm hoping we're gonna be all right. I'm pretty sure that was our issue. Yesterday, our yield was reading a little high. Our test weight on these soybeans is a little bit low. So therefore, the numbers I was putting in here that I was guesstimating on our truckloads was a little bit low. But we're still averaging. Let's see, this thing went back. I'll fix it whenever we load again. But I think his number is about 5 or 6 bushels off on our field average. But beans are still doing good. The numbers on the screen are a little high, I think. I think we're closer to a 62, 63 bushel, an average.
You said low.
Well, the truck numbers were low. Like I put, whenever we hauled the first truck off, I put it was 350 bushels, but we actually only had 330 on it. So I think that's where we got the numbers off. But anyway, we're just clucking along here. I would say we're about 68 bushel beans right now, probably. Maybe 7 or low 70s. We'll find out though when we tally everything up at the end. Got a beautiful sunset here. we didn't make it to the field till almost 6:30, and sunset is at 6:45. We're hoping maybe we'll get at least a combine load. I would love to get a truckload cut. Don't know if that'll be possible tonight or not. We'll see. But they're rolling in back there. Honestly, looks like we got less green pods today than we did the other day, so that's it good. Not sure if our live moisture is right. If it is, we're way too dry. But that's what you get when you got sunny days and no rain. So we better get them in while we got a chance. But y'all look at these long straight rows. That auto steer really came in handy on this farm. This stuff had ryegrass growed up tall in it. I couldn't hardly even see my row marker. And I just set an AB line from that side of the field to the side behind me and just let her rip. Worked really well. As y'all can see, there's a spot right here I missed. I think I missed there. It might have been. I had a couple places I missed where I set an AB line, and then when I left the field, and when I came back, I lost that AB line. But that was all user error, nothing to do with the system itself. But y'all can tell behind me, we're getting the grain tank full, and these beans look pretty daggum good. The sun's going down here beside Coleman. Beautiful sunset. We're just running out of time. We got 2 more weeks of this course. This time next week, both of us should have our this time 2 weeks from now, we both should have our CDL, Class A CDLs, hopefully. So wish us luck if y'all see this before then. That'll be October 28th. If not, then I guess hopefully we'll have them by then. So we're gonna keep on combining and see what we can get done before it gets dark here. This is a 35-acre patch we picked up this year, and then the new landowner is clearing off about 15 more acres, somewhere between 10 and 15 more acres, so we'll have that much more to farm next year. But I like this farm. Very nice. All right, we're getting our first unload of the evening. I didn't have a full load, but we were getting a little bit up to about here on the window, and I knew I couldn't make it all the way back down and back. And Coleman's gonna take the truck on down. All this right here is test plots. We done a biological treatment plot. You can tell there's like a separation in the beans there if it picks up on camera. The ones on the right side are an Asgrow bean. The one on this side is an Agri-Gold bean. The Agri-Gold bean has a liquid lime test plot on it, and then the Asgrows have a biological treatment test plot. So the Asgrows are probably a week behind these as far as moisture goes, so I'm not gonna harvest them. Probably the end of the week. I'll probably get my extension agent out, and we'll start harvesting them. They'll bring a weigh cart and all that down. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping to get this field done. Hoping to get all my early beans done this week. I'm hoping by Friday, get done on Friday. And then I'm gonna put Coleman to drilling wheat in the 4250 in our grain drill, and then I'm gonna go to spraying burn down on all of our wheat ground and spray the chicken litter. So hopefully I can get him to use his camera a little bit and get a little bit of footage of him and kind of his perspective of the farm. For anybody that don't know, Coleman is my brother. He is I think he's 19 now. Just graduated high school. Like I've said before, going to school to get our CDLs. He's not sure if he's going to drive a truck or what he's going to do, but he's always been really good to help me out on the farm. I don't pay him nearly enough, but he's always been good to help me out, and I really appreciate him. But anyway, we're going to get back to cutting here. I would love to get this truck full and loaded tonight. We'll see if we can or not. But I'm going to get out here. I want to check and make sure we don't have any beans going on the ground. And we're gonna go from there. I'm sitting here walking behind where we just come through with the combine. I'm just gonna look. There's one bean there. Trying to make sure we're getting them all out of the pods. There's one there. It's looking like maybe a bean or two to the square foot, which honestly is not bad. Not for this old machine. Test them here, see what they're feeling like. They're really dry, getting too dry on us. Oh, they hard as a rock tonight. Too high in moisture, y'all. There ain't much we can do about it. Well, folks, that's a load. So we were successful in our mission of cutting a truckload this evening. Yields have stayed pretty decent. I would say we're still in that 55 to 60 average over the field. Pretty close anyway. But we're gonna go. We gotta get some corn bagged up tonight. We got people wanting some, and we'll be back tomorrow. Get some more cut. That's a pretty hefty load there on the old International. Couldn't fit much more if we tried. I think we need to upgrade the lights here on old Dumpy. We do have a backup camera. Just the lights aren't very good. Be careful, there's a ditch somewhere right here.